Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to Golden Years Unplugged. I'm so glad you're joining me today as we dive into something close to the heart, intimacy in our golden years. I know this topic might feel a bit tender, maybe even tricky to talk about, but we're going to approach it with kindness, understanding, and a big dose of heart. Here's the thing. Intimacy doesn't come with an expiration date. It's a natural, wonderful part of life that can bring joy, connection, and comfort at any age. If you've noticed your desires shifting or wondered if what you're feeling is normal, you're not alone. I've been there, and so have many of you watching. Maybe you're adjusting to changes in a relationship, or perhaps you're single and figuring out how to stay connected to yourself. Wherever you are, this video is for you. Today, we'll explore how libido changes as we age, address some common worries you might have, and share simple, practical tips to keep intimacy alive, whether with a partner or on your own. We'll start by looking at why libido shifts over time, then tackle concerns like mismatched desires or physical challenges, and wrap up with easy ways to nurture your intimate life. I'm not a doctor, so always check with your healthcare provider for medical advice, but I hope my experiences and insights can offer you some comfort and ideas. So grab a cozy blanket or a warm drink, and let's get started with how libido changes as we age. You're in good company here, friends. Let's begin by understanding what's going on with our bodies and hearts as we age. Libido, our sexual desire, naturally changes over time, and that's perfectly okay. These shifts can feel confusing or even frustrating, but they're part of life's journey. Knowing why they happen can help us accept this season with kindness. For women, menopause often brings a big change. As estrogen levels drop, we might notice less natural lubrication, which can make intimacy feel different or uncomfortable. For men, testosterone decreases gradually, which can soften desire or slow arousal. A friend of mine, John, once told me he didn't feel that same urgency anymore, but he still longed for closeness, just in a quieter way. Here's the good news. These changes don't mean desire vanishes, they mean it transforms. For many of us, intimacy shifts from physical fireworks to something deeper, emotional connection, like holding hands or sharing a laugh. I've learned that as we age, our hearts often crave being seen and loved just as much as our bodies do. So if your libido feels different, don't worry. It's not gone. It's just whispering a new story, one that's often gentler and more tender. And that's a beautiful thing. Take my friends, Sarah and Tom, for example. After 40 years of marriage, they noticed their physical intimacy had changed. But instead of letting it drift, they started taking ballroom dance lessons. It was awkward at first. Tom stepped on Sarah's toes more than once, but they laughed through it. Those weekly classes became their special time, bringing them closer in ways they hadn't expected. The physical touch, the music, the shared laughter, it all rekindled a spark they thought had dimmed. Their story reminds me that intimacy can grow in new, beautiful ways as we age. Maybe it's not dancing for you. Maybe it's cooking together or a shared hobby. But finding those moments can keep connection alive. Now let's talk about some worries that might be weighing on you. I've felt these myself, and friends have shared them too. They can feel big, but there are ways to ease them. Let's look at a few together. One common issue is when you and your partner aren't on the same page with desire. Maybe one of you is more interested than the other, and that can feel awkward or painful. I've been there in my own marriage, times when my wife and I were out of step. What helped was talking about it gently, saying things like, "I miss feeling close to you," without pointing fingers. Intimacy isn't just physical, it's emotional too. A hug or a sweet note can bridge that gap. Physical discomfort is another hurdle, like dryness for women or erectile challenges for men. These are normal but can dampen the mood. For dryness, I've found a good lubricant works wonders. I keep one handy, and it's made a huge difference. For men, a chat with a doctor about options like medication or lifestyle tweaks can help. There's no shame in asking for support. Our bodies change, and we deserve to feel good. On the physical side, let's get specific. For women, dryness is common, but a good water-based lubricant can make a world of difference. I've found brands like Astroglide or KY Jelly work well. For men, Kegel exercises can strengthen pelvic floor muscles, which might improve erectile function. Just a few minutes a day can help. And if you're curious about hormone therapy, talk to your doctor. It's not for everyone, but it's worth exploring if it feels right. These little adjustments can bring comfort back to intimacy. If you're single, you might wonder how to nurture intimacy solo. After my wife passed, I had to figure this out too. Self-care, like a warm bath or a favorite hobby, helped me feel connected to myself. Even a soft blanket or a gentle self-massage can soothe loneliness. Intimacy starts with loving ourselves, and that's a gift we can always give. Let's move on to some practical ways to keep intimacy thriving. These are simple steps that can brighten your days, whether you're with someone or enjoying your own company. First, keep moving. Gentle exercise like walking or stretching boosts energy and mood, which can lift libido too. I do a little stretch each morning, and it wakes up my whole body. Eating well helps too. Think berries, nuts, or greens to support your health. And stay hydrated. I carry a water bottle everywhere. Emotional connection is huge. If you're with a partner, try a weekly date night. Nothing big, just time together. My friend Clara and her husband watch old movies every Friday, and it's their little tradition. If you're single, treat yourself. Read a book you love or call a friend. Small joys keep your heart open. And don't forget touch. A hug, holding hands, or even petting a pet can spark feel-good hormones. My dog Buddy always knows when I need a cuddle. With a partner, try a light massage or sitting close. These moments remind us we're loved and alive. Mental health matters too, friends. Stress and anxiety can dampen desire, so finding ways to relax is key. I've started a daily gratitude journal, writing down 3 things I'm thankful for each night. It's simple, but it shifts my focus to the good. Deep breathing exercises help too. Just 5 minutes of slow, mindful breaths can calm your mind. When we feel peaceful inside, it's easier to connect with ourselves and others. These practices don't take much time, but they can make a big difference in how we feel. Let's talk about talking, because communication is the heartbeat of intimacy. If you're with a partner, don't be afraid to share what you need or how you're feeling. It might feel vulnerable, but saying, "I'd love more cuddles," or "let's try something new," can open doors. I've seen couples grow closer just by being honest about what's on their hearts. And if you're experiencing challenges like pain or low desire, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. They're there to help, and there's no shame in asking. Your intimacy matters, and so does your health. A quick chat could lead to solutions you hadn't considered. We've covered a lot today, friends, and I hope you're feeling lighter about intimacy in your golden years. Let's wrap up. We've seen how libido changes with age, but it's still a precious part of life. We've tackled worries like mismatched desire or physical hurdles and found ways to handle them. And we've shared tips like staying active, building bonds, and embracing touch. Here's my final thought. You're never too old for connection. Whether it's with a partner, a friend, or yourself, intimacy is about feeling loved and seen, and that's yours to claim. Try one small step this week, maybe a chat, a walk, or a cozy night in, and let me know how it goes in the comments. If this video spoke to you, please like and subscribe for more. Before we wrap up, let's look at some fascinating facts about intimacy in our golden years. These numbers remind us we're not alone, and there's so much hope to hold on to. Did you know that a 2018 study by the American Association of Retired Persons found that 31% of couples over 60 are still sexually active at least once a month? That's nearly a third of us, proving intimacy doesn't fade with age. It just evolves. Another study from the National Institute on Aging showed that regular physical touch, like hugging or holding hands, can lower stress hormones and boost feelings of connection, no matter how old we are. Here's another encouraging fact. Research from the University of Chicago found that 72% of adults over 65 say emotional closeness with a partner is just as important as physical intimacy. That's what we've been talking about today, connection on a deeper level. And for those of us navigating health challenges, a 2020 survey by the Mayo Clinic noted that 60% of seniors reported improved intimacy after addressing issues like erectile dysfunction or dryness with their doctors. These numbers show us that intimacy is alive and well in our golden years, and with a little care, we can keep nurturing it. You're part of a big, beautiful community, friends, and these facts are proof that love and connection are always within reach. Let's wrap up. We've seen how libido changes with age, tackled worries, and shared tips like staying active and embracing touch. Those facts we just covered show us intimacy is thriving for so many of us. My final thought, you're never too old for connection. Whether it's with a partner, a friend, or yourself, intimacy is about feeling loved, and that's yours to claim. Try one step this week, maybe a chat or a walk, and let me know in the comments. If this video spoke to you, please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for being here, friends. You're doing great, and I'm proud of you. Take care. Your heart deserves love always. Bye for now.